Hello, hello. So, hello everyone. So, now both of your papers are done. Whatever you could do, you have already done. Paper 1 is done. Paper 1 was on the moderate to difficult side, and paper 2 also is on moderate to difficult sides. Agar abhi you have given your CSAT, you would know what are the changes in the paper, what are the new types of questions they have UPSC has introduced in the paper this year. If you see the different sections for the last 15 years, you will see there is a continuous pattern, and the same pattern is repeating this year also. Quant may they have given you 37 questions, 23 questions are in reading comprehension this year. Last year they increased the reading comprehension questions. This time they have decreased the questions from 29 to 23. They have increased these number of questions in reasoning. They have given you 20 reasoning questions. So most of the students struggle with quant, but they want to solve two parts: reasoning and reading comprehension. They have decreased the reading comprehension questions and increased the reasoning section, and both these sections have moderate questions. The quant part was difficult, but if you see, they have followed the same pattern for the last few years. Also, I would like to tell you about Pratikya Divas. We will have our Pratikya Divas on 1st of June on UPSC Wala channel. So all of you can join us in the biggest UPSC festival of this year, right? 1st of June on UPSC Wala channel. Now let's get back to our CSAT paper. Now this year the pattern was in quant there were 37 questions which were on difficult side. Most of the questions are moderate to tough. Reasoning and reading comprehension questions are on the easier side, but this year they have introduced some new types of questions. Some questions are based on decision making, some questions are based on communication skills, communication, how communication is done, what are the tools of communication, and so on. If you see, there are few new questions here. Match the following relationship category and communication type they have used. First time UPSC have introduced these types of questions. Second, again, tools of communication, the purpose. So we will solve these types of questions. Which among the following actions would constitute the most appropriate directive in resolving interpersonal conflict in an office with cultural diverse personnel? So decision making, how humans interact with each other. So these types of questions are there, right? One thing which I keep on emphasizing in the classes, that is very important. CSAT nowadays, you can't depend on tricks, you can't depend on formulas, you can't depend only on PYQs. We will do these many questions and done, we are done for the exam. No, if you don't have conceptual clarity, the types of questions you can see in quant, okay, the types of questions you can see in quant, those are on the difficult side. If you don't have the conceptual clarity how to analyze these types of questions in reasoning, quant, it will be difficult for you. All the people who only depend on tricks, they will struggle with these paper, but the person who has done the conceptual work properly, he will succeed. Aram se you can easily score 66 if you have the conceptual clarity. There are 23 moderate reading comprehension questions. If you would have done 16, 17, 18 correctly, and out of the 20 reasoning questions, if you have done 10, 15 correct, and from the remaining 37 questions from quant, which is on the difficult side, but if you have done 10, 12 questions properly, you can cross that 66 marks barrier, right? 33% lana hai. So most of the students argue with me, sir, we will do only reasoning and reading comprehension, and I always tell you, you can't predict what UPSC is going to do. This time they have decreased the question on reading comprehension, they have increased on reasoning, they have increased the level of questions in quant also, right? So you can't predict, but I'll be soon back with you with all the solutions of the 80 questions. Me and Rishabh sir will come back, we'll solve the paper, all the 80 questions, and let's see how many marks you can get. Okay, so majorly the pointers which you can take out of this year's CSAT paper is these four, right? Quant is on the difficult side, reasoning and reading comprehension are moderate, and the questions on communications are introduced for the first time in CSAT. Overall, the paper is, you can say, moderate to difficult side, right? I hope all of you have done this paper properly, and we'll be back soon with the answers. Okay, see you all soon. Okay.